Lots of young people, conventional, say, sit-down counselling just doesn't suit them, doesn't suit their needs, and they do much better with a more sort of open approach, looking at other ways of engaging them in improving their emotional and physical well-being, and social prescribing is ideal for this.
It can be really intimidating going to counselling for the first time, or like thinking that you might need help.
Some kids may not feel comfortable like going to, I guess, like hospitals and like going to speak to someone there.
When you're experiencing like things like anxiety and depression, like I do, it's nice to talk to someone. And going to a hospital and like getting medication like straight away without really knowing what's going on is like quite intimidating.
I think especially off the back end of the pandemic, there's a lot of people that have been socially isolated. We wasn't able to go out and connect with people and do some of the extracurricular activities that young people may do. So, and obviously a lot of services shut down, a lot of services went into small bubbles. So I think social prescribing before was beneficial, but more so than ever with all the rise in mental health, with all the kind of services that was not active in the pandemic, and some of the new services that have come. And it's also just linking young people to services. There's a lot of services that are out there that people don't know about.
They are at an age where they have quite a lot of autonomy and you know, have enough sort of independence to sort of choose what they do. The main benefits to social prescribing, I'd probably say, would be the speed and efficiency that young person can be seen at. It gives access to people who may not have that access, which I think is ultimately the most important thing.
I think the benefits of obviously using social prescribing in terms of medication is because medication might be a short-term, medium-term, long thing. There might be side effects from the motivation. Actually, by linking the person into, again, a dance club or art club, they will get the social sides of making new friends. They will learn communication skills, so body language, talking to others, talking to strangers, talking to new people, talking to adults, talking to services. So I feel by social prescribing, not only are you giving that young person an opportunity to engage in something, you're also making them build their confidence, build their self-esteem, communication skills, learning transferable skills that they're going to need in the workplace, they're going to need in their adult life. So whereas by social prescribing, there's so much more benefits in terms of the holistic view of a person.
But the value of it in terms of actually engaging young people in their own well-being, giving them opportunities to explore other ways of addressing any needs that they have, and engaging in their community is incredibly valuable.
The key challenges are the previous experiences that young person may have had. So if they've had a bad relationship with other services, if they've got some stigma towards healthcare or to professionals, if they've been let down by other external services, not only are you linking them into a service, but you're also demystifying, destigmatizing previous experiences. So you have to build up that level of rapport first in order for them to get into the community. So to get a young person to engage in something but they've been anxious or socially isolated for 6 months, it's not as simple as the GP writing a referral and say, oh Stefan, can you work with that person? There's a lot more to working on their physical health, their mental health, and building up their confidence, building up their motivation, building up their self-esteem way before they start engaging.
So I think it's really important to look outside those sort of traditional medical models and look at social prescribing as a really important part of the whole package that we offer young people.
It's just like a really welcoming place. Like the first time I came here, like they were like really cheery. I mean, I was a bit taken aback because I thought it'd be a bit more like sort of low energy.
At first, when I first came here, I was like very closed off. I didn't really want to say how I was feeling. But then now, currently, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm seeing this person again. Oh, I don't need to focus about any worries I have at school or at home. I know I can be free here without anyone judging me.
It's just like you have a really supportive friend, like if that's just the best way to describe it. As someone who didn't know what it was before and now like going through it, I think it's just a really good experience to just like get to speak to another person face to face.
It's okay to feel nervous. Everyone has their times when they're nervous, but at the Well Centre they will try their best and to adapt to you. They definitely need more because some kids may not feel comfortable like going to, I guess, like hospitals and like going to speak to someone there. But if it's like somewhere at the Well Centre where they have things you can do, like in the common area they have a switch or TV, or sometimes they have these little groups where other people who use the Well Centre meet up with each other, interact, we do games and stuff. You get to see other people and work with them.
So what makes my job really enjoyable to me is probably the job satisfaction I get out of it. There's nothing more rewarding for me to see a young person come into the Well Centre really anxious, really stressed out, and then at the end of all of our sessions, and maybe like 2-3 months in the future, seeing them beaming completely the opposite of what they came in.
Having them come to me with troubles and worries and then leaving with better understanding and more confidence generally is the most fulfilling part of my day.
If you want a sort of accessible, efficient service, more social prescribing is definitely needed.